Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to Nexus Gaming Series. I'm your host, DB Smiley, bringing you this matchup in C East between Bunker Funtime and Rising Phoenix Citrine. And I don't know why that didn't update, but there we go. Now it is updated. As we saw Bunker Funtime choosing to ban out Alterac choosing to ban out Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Phoenix Rising Citrine banning out Alterac and Infernal Shrines, choosing Brax's Holdout as the first match. So we're getting set up here for the draft. Taking a look real quick at the standings. You can see both these teams high up in the standings right now. Bunker Funtime coming off a big domination victory over your math teachers, last season's Division D champions. Phoenix Rising Citrine also having a good first week, getting a couple of wins in the books, a 2-1 and a domination. 3 of those points coming from the unfortunate forfeit of Witch Rhythm, but we'll see how it goes as we jump into the draft here between these two teams. Going to just hop right in there. Here in week 3 of Nexus Gaming Series Season 10. Very excited for this match. It is a big match. It will very much shape who advances. Kind of interesting paradigm here, as Bunker Funtime, one of those very successful D East teams, moving up to C East. On the other hand, Phoenix Rising Citrine, a lot of players from last season's Phoenix Rising Emerald actually coming down from Division B East. Looks like we're getting into some bans here. Should note, Gazlo and Diva are pickable tonight. But ETC banned out first. No real drama to speak of in that ban. It's fairly standard, all things considered. All things considered, the idiom, not the NPR show. Although it is lovely. ETC banned out here. We've seen Diablo banned out. Now, Diablo has been back this season. Currently, 52% popularity rate. Taking a look real quick, actually, at the KDA, though. Only a 3 KDA. Only a 46% win rate, but still very, very popular. ETC, though, probably sitting above a 90% popularity. Oh, only 81. My mistake. May is going to get banned out, so we are seeing a tank choke. Haven't seen as many tank chokes this season. Seems like the assassins have been ascendant. Do we get the Johanna ban? Would leave up the Chromie, which is pretty powerful right now. Give the scratchy noises there. See what's it gonna be. It is the Anna banned out. So you can't go wrong with a banana. Anna sitting at 61% popularity, but look at that win rate and KDA. My goodness, 59% and an average KDA of 10. Good lord, Anna is strong right now. What do you kittens think? Any thoughts on Anna? That's right, she does. She does put people to sleep. Doesn't she? Yeah, that's really scary. Oh my gosh, they've been hit by a sleep dart right now. You must have had Shrike on because it hit both of them. Oh, those poor kitties. They're going to be asleep for at least the next 4 seconds. We saw Deckard first pick while I was screwing around. There is the Chromie we talked about. Deckard has fallen off in popularity a bit, only sitting at about a 45% win rate. Chromie, though, very, very strong right now. 55% popularity rate. Only a 45 win rate, though. Big is going to be on Deckard. What do they pair it with? We have an Asmodan. We haven't really... So Mal'Ganis was very popular early last season. He got his rework... Or 2 seasons ago, I should say. He got his rework, and it seemed to have fallen off a bit. Only a 7% popularity. Asmo, meanwhile, We'll see how well Asmo can stack. Maybe go into that auto attack heroes for stacks talent. Would make sense, given how brawly this map can be. Urel gonna get denied, as was Sonya. So a couple of top laners getting denied here. See what they pair with this. You'd think they'd want some kind of auto attacker, maybe like a Rainer here. Could also grab their healer if they want to hide their soul lane. Yeah, they pretty much went that direction. Lamort gonna grab the Stukov, and then you have Stoic gonna be jumping on to Greymane. Pun not intended, but after I said it, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend the pun was intended because it makes me seem clever. Leaving their soul lane for last pick could be a Leo, given those chunky health bars on the other side. Imperious and Sylvanas. So this Sylvanas Asmodan, if they can win an objective, will have absolutely immense pushing power. But that, of course, assumes the conclusion. Can they win the objective? That's the question. On the other side, they actually have a pretty good objective defense with the Chromie. Chromie always incredibly hard to push into. Last pick is going to be the Samuro coming out. The Samuro, one of those heroes that when played well is absolutely devastating. Taking a look real quick at the stats. 9% popularity, 56% win rate. We'll see if that is the trick. That is indeed the ticket. And if this can lead to Phoenix Rising Citrine maybe catching that Imperious off guard a bit. Imperious, you imagine, would have a pretty tough time in the lane here. It takes him a while to clear, and that time does expose him to Samuro at least just getting some chunk damage. Not easy to hit a spear when you're not certain which target you want to hit with the spear. Hard to get that single target value from some of Imperious's dueling ability against the Samuro. But that said, the bottom, I like both the 4-man here. I think the 4-man with the Chromie is maybe a little better, just because of how good Chromie is right now. But I'm interested to see how this Asmodan plays. Coming out from Bunker Fun Time. But yeah, what do you think, chat? Who do you think is going to win this game? Go ahead and just drop your prediction here. Who's going to win map number 1 between these two teams? Between Bunker Fun Time and Phoenix Rising Citrine. Won't have to wait too long to find out as we move into game number 1. Let's go ahead and introduce the teams. On the left, it is Bunker Fun Time. We have Zednam on the Mal'Ganis. Bones is going to be on Sylvanas. Fig on Deckard. Illumini, I hope I'm saying that. Illumini Bree is going to be on the Imperious up in the top, and down in the bottom, Batista on Asmo. Over on the right, Lamort on Stukov. Ace on the Chromie, Rain on Joanna, Stoic on the Greymane, and up in the top, it is Asmo Chad going to be on that Samuro. We'll see if he's going to be an Asmo Chad or an Asmo Virgin by the end of this game. Chromie just doing a little poke check, a little pokey poke, a pokeroo. Finds the Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis says, here, I'll give you that third one. Wanting to control this bottom space. Now going in very aggressively. We're going to peel back to the potions. Bones actually slowed at the moment. Take a look at those level 1 talents. Stukov going into that fetid touch. To watch for him to get stacks. I guess I had Laws of Hope from Joanna with her trait falling off in usefulness. That has seemingly become the go-to talent in a lot of circumstances. Big damage onto Greymane, who is going to get rooted. Is the follow-up going to be there? Right now, it looks like Phoenix Rising Citrine has a bit of an advantage. Deckard is going to be slower to heal AoE. He's going to be a little bit less mana efficient than Stukov, especially after level 4 once one good spread comes into play. We are looking quickly at the top lane. Illumini Bree already taking a bit of damage, but so is Samuro. Bones on the point, going to get the initial channel progress. Joe, very isolated at the moment, needs to be careful. Now has fallen asleep. Blows the unstoppable. Damage coming in. They get the silence on the Mal'Ganis. That's at least going to temporarily push BFT off the point. Batista had stepped up aggressively. In comes a root. Hits two. Chromie, though, going to zone off the Asmodan. The point in the bottom is contested. Samuro has the top. And so this will be first channel progress heading over to Phoenix Rising Citrine. Asmo did go into Wrath, which is the auto attack ability. Helping to grant stacks. So far up to 29. Obviously wanted to get that up to at least 200 before it gets too deep into the game. Gonna need a little help from the team to do that. That said, Samuro recaps top. They got to about 44% before bottom has been recaptured. Rain stepping up very aggressively. Once again, a time trap onto Asmodan. Gonna zone him out. Rain stepping up very aggressively. Big sleep onto the backline from Zednam, who is, however, quite low. Rain is low as well. Stukov's silence coming down to zone them out. They have control of the bottom. It is ticking 66% and counting. Sylve, though, choking out some good damage onto Greymane and Chromie. Now Mal'Ganis trying to set up Joe. Joe pops the unstoppable, runs forward. Greymane gonna get caught in that route, gonna have to Dark Flight on out of there, but it is enough for Phoenix Rising Citrine to grab the first objective, and it is 100-0 on this Zerg wave. And that is not what BFT wanted to see to start this game. As very much their comp is about push, push, push. And so far, they have not generated any of that push value in the bottom lane. Even though there have been no kills yet. You know, it feels already fairly one-sided at the moment. As it just seems like, at the moment, here at level 5, Deckard just having a hard time keeping up with this damage. Joe goes in. Chromie absolutely trucks out two members who continue to walk through that Dragon's Breath. They take so much damage. Deckard has to back with no mana. It's questionable that Zednam is staying up here, as what can Zednam realistically accomplish with this little health and this little mana? Stukov now going to go ahead and back at mana of their own. Worth noting, Stukov did go into the biotic armor. This despite not really having auto attack focused heroes on the other side. Kind of surprised by that choice. I love biotic armor when it's apropos, but I don't see the value here. Meanwhile, though, pretty passive experience up in this top lane. Camps being taken. Ooh, I love that turtle mount. Camps being taken here by Citrine. Now stepping up, there's a sleep onto Joe. Joe's going to take some damage, pop the Iron Skin. It has fallen off, however. They do manage to grab the globe, but they are now defending against this push. One question I want to ask is Asmo going to go into Blackpool, or are we maybe going to see that invasion ability? We'll find out. Of course, these fire bats very much helping Samuro get some pretty aggressive push up here, getting some good damage into Imperius. Down here in the bottom, Chromie continuing to push. Mal'Ganis has had to back, and this is yet another opportunity. And there's that targeted excision. That target excision goes very, very well with Fetid Touch. Basically, you will see Stukov every single time he lands a single W, there's no opportunity cost, and he can just pop that trait. That means you get the burst to heal, you get the physical armor. because you get the reduced cooldowns, there's really no opportunity cost. So you'll continue to see Deckard maybe look to slow down those Mal'Ganis engages, or perhaps try to aim at that big hitbox of Azmodan. There you see it right there. Grabbing the silence, and Chromie trucking out the damage. Greymane goes in and finds the finish. Rewind gonna land onto Sylve. No, Sylve pops the medallion and is going to survive that. But great engage there. Procced off by that target excision from Lamort. Lamort playing the hero well. Asmo has come top. They're trying to alleviate some of this pressure and at least slow down the capture progress. Give some help up to Imperius in this lane. But that fort is now down. And Bunker Funtime finds themselves here on the back foot. Joe maybe looking for Asmo to invade. Didn't see anything to pull the trigger on. 26% and counting. This will get stopped at about 34. Time trap onto Asmo. Chromie, Dragon's Breath doing a ton of damage. There's a rewind on the Sylve. She does not have the medallion this time, and she gets popped. Big sleep coming out from Mal'Ganis to at least help the rest of the team, especially that low health Azmodan, get back. But this is Phoenix Rising Citrine in a position to put their foot on the gas here, as they could now afford to rotate Samuro to bottom and try to push top, as they will likely get a second 100-0 Zerg wave at the rate things are going. They go ahead and take the Fireback camp. Imperius is in a little bit of a risky spot. Azmodan also pops out. They do tag this camp, and it looks like they're going to commit to it, and they will also steal the camps on the side of the map of Bunker Funtime. And Phoenix Rising Citrine just playing at a very high level right now, using their level 10s effectively. Now it is equalized. Just a note, we do have Illusion Master, Cursed Bullet, Flailing Swipe, Rewind, and Blessed Shield. On the other side, Mal'Ganis goes into the Carrion Swarm. We have Black Pool coming out from Azmodan. Deckard has not picked a 10. You would expect stay a while. Wailing Arrow and Angelic Armaments. There are places on this map where Lornado can kind of work, but with the Chromie, Lornado just doesn't get as much value. Lornado's really good into a lot of melee. Oh, there is, I think that was a Medallion Carrion Swarm just to make sure they, oh, no, Carrion Swarm, that's right. You're in functionally in stasis, so you can't be pulled back. It's a good call there. Big Flailing Swipe, but Lamort may have been left behind. Ooh, there is the Lornado, and it was used well to trap Stukov. He does go to sleep. There's the big root. They're going to secure that kill, but Greymane goes in and finds the trade. Now Samuro on the backline looking at this Deckard. The damage comes in, and down it goes. Ooh, Joanna goes down, though, to the help of Imperius. But now Greymane wanting to get that finish. There's a globe coming out from Imperius. Can he get the self-sustain to stay alive? Stoic taking a lot of damage. Sylvanas, meanwhile, has gone down somewhere on the map. We're keeping our attention here for the moment. They do get the finish. Look like Samuro managing to chase down Sylvanas there. And that was, I think that was everyone on the team dying, albeit with the death timers what they are. It wasn't what you would call a 5-man team wipe, as there were people on the map for Bunker Funtime.
Here we go.
At the time of the last death. But now, rotating their camps once again. Mal'Ganis checking boss, recognizing nothing's there. They have an opportunity to clear the Firebat's top. Bunker in the bottom. Both forts down now for Bunker Funtime. Excuse me, I said bunker in the bottom. I meant Sentinel camp in the bottom. They're going to actually leave these Firebats here. Samuro doing what Samuro does best, just being annoying. Imperius is going to show in this bush. Joe's going to see it. Pulls the Blessed Shield a little bit late. Not the decisive decision-making we've seen from Citrine so far this game. And now they have to disengage that with an ult down. Trading a Blessed Shield for a Lornado and a Blackpool. Not a great trade, as Joanna's engaged power significantly falls back. Just a little bit of delayed decision-making from Rain. And that hesitation costing them what very probably could have been an Imperious kill. And that's going to almost get Bunker Funtime back onto the same talent tier here in just a second. What can they do with it? Level 13 coming in. See what Deckard takes at 13. It's always an interesting talent. You can see Super Potions or Ancient Blessings. It is indeed Ancient Blessings. Rain goes in, kind of pulls back to Condemn at the last second. Now maybe in a bit of a tricky spot. Samuro goes in onto the backline, but Samuro gets deleted, and now an opportunity here for Bunker Funtime. They do manage to separate out Rain. Not really a lot of kill pressure at the moment, though. But now Rain is very low, and that is Joanna going down, and that is 2 kills for Bunker Funtime, who for the first time this game are likely to start gaining some channel points onto this Zerg objective. Let's see what they do with this 2-man advantage. They are a little bit low. Looks like they're going to take the 3v3 down here. They get the root into Lornado, try to separate out Greymane. But Stukov there with the big heals and the flailing swipe to get away. A lot of ults used there. Not a lot of value. But they are holding this bottom. They stop the channel progress. Samuro top at 52%. So you can see that's enough for a second Ultralisk, but not the coveted third Ultralisk. On the other side, down in the bottom. Third wave looking pretty massive. 74%. Ooh, here comes the big root, though. Breaker used, but Stoic is in a bad spot. Caught out by the Lornado, but manages to escape. The same cannot be said for Ace. Chromie goes down, and now Bunker Funtime starting to turn on this reverse sweep pressure here. Not reverse sweep, but certainly a turnaround, potentially. Samuro gonna go top, and while Samuro's on the map, it's gonna be hard to get any serious capture progress. Looks like they're gonna rotate top, see if maybe they can catch the Sylvanas out. Sylvanas needs to be very careful. Now seeing the team, Joe did not have Blessed Shield there, so unable to really force an engage, but can at least neutralize the point for the time being. Meanwhile, the tanks and the healers coming down to bottom, starting to push in, still starting to rotate in, as is Asmodan. 74% to 74%. Samuro checking boss, no one there. Let's see if we see a Batcat maybe while this fort is being taken. Fort does not quite go down, and it still won't quite go down. Just a sliver of health left, but meanwhile, the camp up top has also pretty much been neutralized. Sylv starting to work onto the fire bats. Potential 4v5 opportunity here for Citrine. Let's see how aggressive they get. Not very aggressive, kind of just standing around, seeing if any member of Bunker Funtime is going to make a mistake. But now with the fire bats, see a bit more aggressive. Ooh, there is the mistake. Time trap, Cursed Bullet, and they take down Mal'Ganis incredibly fast. There's a rewind on the Deckard. Sylv has to blow the medallion just to escape this Samuro. Deckard Kane goes down, and that is 2 kills for Phoenix Rising Citrine. Make that 3 as Imperious gets finished off by Stoic on that Greymane, and that will be the channel progress being finished here by Bunker Funtime. Or excuse me, by Phoenix Rising Citrine, 100% to 74. Still a pretty big wave up here. Will have to get cleared, but actually turning their attention immediately to this boss. And with the Samuro Greymane, it will fall fast. Sylv and Asmo gonna try to clear this. The boss will go up top, but will counter the push of the Zerg wave. It will also neutralize the minion waves behind the Zerg wave, giving Samuro time to clear. Meanwhile, looks like focused defense onto the bottom. Medallion has to be used again by Sylvanas, escaping the rewind. Lornado looks to be disruptive. There's a big 2-man spear, but the Dragon's Breath chunking out Zebnum, unable to escape. Lamort with the big flailing swipe to save his own life, possibly the life of Stoic as well. And they do defend this well. Top fort has fallen to the Zerg wave. Meanwhile, mid fort still standing with literally an auto attack of health. 106 health. How much damage will this top keep take? Already down to about a third health, and that's where it will stay. Meanwhile, though, bottom wall getting finished off, taking what they can on the side of Citrine. Citrine, excuse me. And they do succeed at that. Here in the bottom now. Bunker Fun Time looking to maybe engage. They need to be careful, though. Joe is in the bush. They do spot that out. They do see the chromie, so they're starting to back up. Not looking like they want to commit too hard to this. Certainly want to get the fort if they can. Ooh, the Dragon's Breath doing a ton of damage to Mal'Ganis. Great anticipation there by Ace about the retreat angle. Now Citrine working on their Bruiser camp. This fort is still standing, but not anymore. So now structures are equalized, albeit the top left keep on the side of Bunker Fun Time very, very low. Sentinel camp put into lane in bottom. Sentinel going to be taken up in the top left by Bunker Fun Time. But here comes a potential engage. Now Ganon's going to sleep Joanna. Hanging around here. 1v5 at the moment. Carrion Swarm popped perhaps a bit early. And that's going to be a 100-second cooldown without really much to say about it. Wasn't really in danger of getting blown up there. Wasn't really able to engage. Maybe just a little bit of panic about a possible turnaround. In either case, that is a big cooldown loss for Bunker Fun Time. See what they can do onto the map. Meanwhile, top getting cleaned up by Citrine. They are well on their way to level 20. Bunker Fun Time running out of time to try to make some kind of team fight-oriented play here. They don't make a play soon, they're going to get caught in that ring around the rosy game of just trying to stall out the cap as long as they can. But not really doing anything aggressive. Back just hovering bot, maybe waiting for an opportunity to catch someone out. But, I mean, level 20 is fast approaching here. A risky time to play the waiting game. A time trap right underneath Sylve. That means they are going to notice that the cat is away, so the mice will play down here. And not really doing anything to stop Citrine from just casually reaching level 20 here. It may be a decision they find themselves regretting soon. As level 20 will tick over any second passively. And then you can expect to see Phoenix Rising Citrine get very aggressive. There it is. The level 20 now here, pretty much taken for free. So now Bunker Fun Time going to be stuck in this ring around the rosy, trying to soak a level, but having to avoid the team fights while doing so. Meanwhile, Citrine's starting to make the aggressive rotations. With that 20, you got the upgraded Bless Shield as a great engage tool. And here it comes. They get the stun onto Mal'Ganis. There's the Cursed Bullet. And Mal'Ganis goes down. The spear comes in onto the back. But the healing is just there at the moment. And that is the first kill. Will they be able to find Imperious here? Indeed they will. You got perhaps over-anticipating Sylve a bit there with the W. But now this is Phoenix Rising Citrine's game to lose, as they should be able to take both the camp and the boss. Sylve is at least going to stall channel progress for the time being at 20%, but this boss will be coming into the lane and indeed doing quite a bit of damage. Samuro recapturing the top. The boss will go into top, which is already weakened up. It's actually a surprise. I thought the boss would go to bot lane here since it's healthier. I'm kind of surprised the boss went top. Now push coming in from Citrine, looking for that opportunity to engage. Third wave is coming top as well, so this is a potentially game-ending situation. 20 has been kicked over by Bunker Funtime. If they are going to make a turnaround, this is their last chance to do it. Again, it's not really getting the engage he wanted there. We're going to rely on Asmodan hitting a really big dunk here. Asmodan, though, taking the talent that requires 400 Annihilation, and doesn't have that yet. Only at 368. Ooh, there's a lot of damage potentially. Oh, big root on the Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis is going to drop here. That may be enough to secure the game for the members of Phoenix Rising Citrine. There's the rewind. Angelic Armaments used to try to survive. Dives back in, but that is not going to be a good ending for Illuminate Bree. And down goes Bunker Funtime. Phoenix Rising Citrine taking game one. We'll be right back here as we get set up for game number 2. So thank you all for watching. right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here. Got invited to a party, which wasn't the. Oops, and now I've accidentally left the game. Back that. Um, you know, something went awry there. Ended up in a party, which I very much didn't intend to, but jumping now into the maps. Was hold on 1 second. Currently just coaxing the teams to stay on the same side. Are currently making that swap now. But Phoenix Rising Citrine, really dominant start to map number 1. Ultimately saw Bunker Funtime kind of get it back, but I think they were just too passive late. They had some opportunities. They were winning some fights. And then they just kind of waited until Phoenix Rising Citrine had level 20. And then they got caught out in a rotation. It ended there. So we'll see if they have maybe a better answer. See if they have a better answer now. Once we get going. All right. There we go. Looks like we're getting ready to get into the draft. It will be Dragonshire, as picked by Phoenix Rising Citrine. Bunker Funtime, once again choosing first pick. Looks like we're some ready checks in. No roster changes. No one dipping into their sub pool here. Currently not quite ready yet. Trying to figure out when we will be. Trying to get some answer out of one of the teams. All right, looks like we got the all clear. All right. Hopefully, we'll be starting within the nonce. There we go. Dragonshire. Phoenix Rising Citrine looking to close out the series. Bunker Funtime looking to take it to a game number 3. We'll see who comes out on top. Map number 2, Dragonshire. First pick over to BFT. Very solo lane dominant map. The map where you'll definitely see a lot of Rexar. Either picked or banned. I have seen some Viking solo lane in the top lately. If either team plays Vikings. Not saying it's a particularly likely thing, but Vikings right now feel really strong. Even as like just a 3-man solo laner. Or, 2 in the top, 1 kind of rotating with a mid bot. Maybe even getting the mid soak while the other team focuses bot. It's an option. Chromie gonna get banned out. Not too much a surprise after how dominant it felt in that last game. Phoenix Rising Citrine sticking with the Diablo ban. Bunker Funtime gonna ban out the ETC. They banned it out in game 1. They're gonna ban out the Joanna this time. Interesting choice. That does leave the ETC available. If Citrine doesn't want to play against it, they will probably have to ban it here. We did see a high priority onto Deckard Cain last time from BFT, but I just think he's fallen off a lot. So I don't know if we'll see the first pick again. Anna banned out. Citrine, very high opinion of Anna. They either pick or ban it seems. This is sticking with the same bans. We got a Dibbles and a banana. ETC going to be picked up, not too surprising. Last time we saw a quick rotation into the Joanna, which of course now is banned, but also the Chromie. Both have now been banned out. Do they grab Bastukov early here, given how well they did with it in the last game? They're going to actually take the Deckard as well as Li Ming. So Li Ming doesn't have great wave clear, which is fairly important on this map, but she has a lot of poke, which can be very good for pressuring the enemy team away from the point, as well as stopping caps. Good at getting those quick pickoffs as well. Deckard's still a high priority for both these teams. That's Sylvanas Anduin being the choice from Fake now. Anduin with that incredibly valuable leap of faith. Sylvanas still the pick coming out from Bone Z. A kitten cam, unfortunately, there is only one sleeping kitten right now. The kittens have all gone away. Sorry. Just one sleepy one. Oh wait, there's a Chloe down kind of by the trash can. It's hard to see her. She's down there, kind of behind the PlayStation. Go. All right. I'll ban out onto the Imperius, going after another hero. Well, in this case, actually, this is the first time Citrine has done that. Banning out the hero from the last game, which makes sense. Imperius can actually punish if you're thinking something like the Rexar. It can punish it pretty hard. May, once again, the band. It is not going to be May. This leaves up Garrosh. Can be okay with the Ming. You need some kind of more reliable follow-up CC than Deckard. There is the Garrosh, though. And the Greymane, so sticking with the same assassin pool. And a couple picks here. Sylvanas and Greymane in their respective teams. And we have a Murky. Okay, well. I'm not doing that well at all. That is, I believe, in a very offensive slur in the Murloc language, and I apologize, because I didn't intend to enunciate that way. Samuro? What the heck are we looking at here? Bunker Funtime, bring in the spice. Alrighty then. No Chromie picked up, unless it's the solo lane Chromie. No, it is the Sonya, which makes sense, into the Murky. Sonya can blow up the pufferfish very, very quickly. The Whirlwind, obviously valuable into the Samuro. This is... This is spicy. This is rather spicy. I will be honest. I do not know what to make of what we are looking at here as we start to get set up for the game. Quick look, Murky 2% popularity and a 40% win rate and a KDA of 3. But remember that every death counts as a quarter death, and the KDA formula accounts for that. So Morgan, leave Chloe alone. Morgan. Sorry, I'm having to yell at my cats here. Morgan! Bad girl. Bad. He has not been getting along with our new kitten. Apologies for that. But anyway.
Heroes, prepare for...
By the way, that was just like a piece of paper that I threw at her, just to get her attention. He has been hounding and harassing. Anyway. Hounding and harassing even though she's a cat. Anyway, on the left side, a rather spicy meatball with Bunker Funtime. We got Zednam on ETC, Bones on Sylvanas, Big on Anduin, and that is where Sanity ends. As up in the top, we have Illumini Bree on the Murky, and down on the bottom, we have Batista on the Samuro. And on the right side, up in the top, Asmachad on Sonya, we We got Stoic on Greymane, Lamort on the Deckard, Ace going to be on Ming, and Rain on the Garrosh. Taking a gander at those level 1 talents. Got the Sapphire coming out from Deckard. That's right, they did ban Romy. Anduin going with Renew over the Bold strategy. Sensible choice into the Garrosh. Harder to step up reliably and get those auto attacks in. Block Party coming out from the ETC to deal with that Greymane. Murky goes down. I'm sure that will be the last time I say that this game. Murky going with those bribe stacks, so look for some camp invasions potentially. On the other side. So far, kind of just the teams playing around each other a bit. Murky does come down to get some damage mid. Keep an eye on those Murloc stacks. Does force Garrosh to stay mid for Soak. Thus he's not in the bottom. Both teams grabbing their siege. It just shows how crazy Greymane's camp clear is when it takes him about as long as it takes 3 other heroes. Ooh, Rain, Brute does hit onto the ETC. Rain, though, taking a bit of damage. Gonna have to back up here. Deckard, it's gonna take a while for that healing throughput to come through. Now, with the Garrosh, a big key. Stay mounted as much as possible. That said, finds ETC there. ETC taking a lot of damage. Power slides on through, though. Still starts chunking into the Garrosh. Rain gonna have to drop back for the tap. And that should, at least for the moment, allow Bunker Funtime to control the bottom. Sonya is controlling top against that Samuro, however. And we'll see how it goes. Greymane has started onto the Bruiser camp. Murky, with some bribe stacks in hand, is at minimum going to scout it out and try to be annoying here. Down here in the bottom. Still a contested point. Garrosh, ETC kind of dancing around each other. Here comes a Root looking for ETC. There are a couple rubies there for Rain to grab. But, looks like slowly Garrosh getting pushed off the point. BFT will cap. And actually, Greymane does go down there. And the camp is stolen. So Samuro rotating up to help secure that invade. And expect that kind of play quite a bit in this game. There we go. ETC thrown over the wall. They're trying to stop this channel progress. Murky in the middle was there to cap. Stoic, of course, going to be able to stall that. Bottom has at least been neutralized, but Rain just taking so much damage. Now getting boot back, trying to find the space to heal. Medallion used to avoid the power slide. ETC thrown under the tower. Used the Medallion and the Leap of Faith to get away. Li Ming just barely unable to hit with that orb. Greymane has rotated down in the meantime, but XP slowly going the way of Bunker Funtime. Ooh, there is Sylv, though, getting caught. She does have her escape to get away. Sonya in the top, trying to hold the point against Samuro. Murky just here in the mid to stall any cap attempt from Greymane. ETC looking like he might rotate up. Nope, now coming back down. JK. Just trying to... Ooh, Garrosh maybe did not want to step up like that. There's a possibility that Garrosh did not want to do what he just did. Stepping up, looking for a flip, but just under towers. You have that single target damage from Sylv. And now Greymane actually going down in the mid as well due to the Sylv rotation. Greymane saying, I don't always die, but when I do, I'm off camera. He is the most interesting Greymane in the world. Sylv Murky looking for the invade. Garrosh going to zone off, but this is going to force Citrine to have to clear this in the meantime. Sonya continuing to soak as best she can. Look for maybe some push power in this top. Samuro did come bot to help clear this siege. Putting that in lane. Bruiser has also been put in the lane, although that's been cleaned up. Murky goes down. That is probably the quickest way to get back up to the top lane. It's an interesting fast travel technique. Sacrifice N XP to teleport to top lane, to teleport to your egg. Effectively what that was. There is a 4v2 in the bot, but as yet no one getting aggressive here. ETC gonna stall to this point as long as he can. Does get rooted by Deckard. Damage coming in. Murky does get killed in the middle. Sylv was looking for the channel, but bottom has been neutralized. And now capped by Phoenix Rising Citrine. Level 10's here, though. It is a stage dive ETC. So we got Blade Storm, Stage Dive, Wailing Arrow, Light Bomb, and the Octo Grab. Now, keep in mind, you cannot combo Stage Dive and Light Bomb like you can Falling Sword. Whenever you take off, the Light Bomb just disappears. Does not reappear where ETC appears. It does the animation like it's going off, but it doesn't actually go off. Light Bomb comes out, but ETC had just face melted away. Now Stoke gonna grab some of these rubies, be able to re-engage. They do have control of this bottom still. Sonya gonna recap top, but our attention's still down here to the bottom. Garrosh not able to get the flip and getting turned around on by a huge amount of damage from this Sylvanas. And while the objective is now red, I don't think they're going to be able to hold this. A lot of damage coming out. Big power slide through. Blade Storm might secure too. There's the sleep. It's going to at least be enough for Stoke to get out. Rain is going to be able to get out as well. They have taps available, so they can come back in. Samuro, meanwhile, is pushing mid. Sonya and Murky just blowing the Octo Grab. More to be annoying than anything else. Slow down. Sonya's clear at the very least. But a lot of patience here in the bottom left by Bunker Funtime. They've avoided any deaths despite often being 3v4. And once again, a steal onto the Bruiser camp coming out. Just continuing to make life annoying for Citrine, if nothing else. There's the flip they wanted, but going to be able to power slide back through his ETC, and enough healing from Anduin to keep him alive. Sylvanas has back, so going to come back with full health and nearly full mana. ETC going to back. ETC, though, can rejoin with the stage dive. Murky starting to push up this mid lane. Sonya going to have to rotate down. Samuro, meanwhile, has capped top. Looking maybe to join, maybe look for a gank, we'll see. Bottom pressure, though, 4v1 at the moment as Sylv is working on this siege camp. Now 4v2. There's a big power slide pressing forward. Flip onto ETC, who does not have the power slide up now. There's the big taunt. Can they get the finish? They do. And they find Sylvanas as well. Big sleep from Lamort, and that is massive for Phoenix Rising Citrine as they look to try to get back in control of the macro here. Currently losing it to the opponent's comp, and once again losing another camp to a Murky steal. Greyman gonna have to back up and clean that. It would all be better if they could just get that objective. But Samuro hovering mid, it's gonna make it hard to do that. Are they at least gonna try to take bottom camp? Looks like that's where their attention's gonna lie, but Samuro's just gonna walk up and take mid fort here in the interim, while Murky continues to just annoy Sonya.
Hero slain.
Bottom camp is being grabbed. Here comes the engage onto Sonya. There's the Octo Grab. Samuro comes out, but Whirlwind is actually just making the Samuro heal Sonya. You can drop back to towers here. Whirlwind again onto these clones. Samuro trying to grab top, not crab top. Samuro on Sonya on this point. Sonya's gonna recap. ETC has used Power Slide. Oh, but the big face melt on the range who did damage to the hero was taking tower shots. Did not find those rubies on the ground. And now the tower shot's coming back onto Stoic. The retreat is here. Samuro tries to move onto the back line, looking to be annoying. That's a bit of an overcommitment there. Stage Dive comes in, looking mid to stop the cap. And they do. 2v2 in the bottom. But it looks like it will be Bunker Funtime getting the cap. And they turn over level 16. Here at 10:47 into the game. We haven't even had a dragon yet. They are now level 16. They have about almost a 2-level lead. Call it level and a half. But it's about to get bigger as Sonya goes down in the top. And that was pretty much the only soak it felt like Phoenix Rising Citrine was getting. Now Sylvanas chunking out a huge amount of damage. ETC stepping onto the point. They have the cap available. Murky is going to get that cap. Can ETC get out? That's the question. And the answer looks like yes. Good root turnaround. Ace is incredibly low. Stage Dive coming in. They want to re-engage this. Ace at least had the wherewithal to keep backing up. But this is a desperate macro situation at the moment for Phoenix Rising Citrine. Bunker Funtime just kind of playing around with Citrine at this point. This is the first DK of the game, mind you. Here at the 11:46 mark. It is starting to burn this keep, but it won't be able to do too much. Murky can, of course, just die, and it's not the worst thing in the world. Gonna blow the safety bubble, keep walking away. But meanwhile, bottom fort taken. Not pushing with the keep, instead going for the bottom. I like that call. Citrine gonna have to start getting some kills. That's really the only means by which they can look to get control of this. They have at least opened up this bottom keep, so they can look for that. We'll see what they're able to do.
Hero slain.
Murky does go down once again, but taking a look real quick. Murky only at 5 deaths. All told, not too bad. Oh, accidentally highlighted vision there. There we go. Possible gank, or flank I should say, coming in here. Deckard, though, not really connected with the rest of the team. ETC gonna buy some space, as is Murky. So that is going to enable the retreat, and actually the re-engage coming in. Look for the stage dive here to cut off the retreat to the gate. It is available. Wailing Arrow comes out, power slides through. They didn't blow the stage dive, but all the same, they still managed to chase down that Garrosh. Sleep onto ETC, but he gets woken up right before that Ming ult can hit. Oh, and Sylv gets deleted off the spear there. So they do get the turnaround kill. Now it's a matter of what Citrine's able to do with that. They have equal numbers for the moment, but it just feels like they're stuck cleaning up their lanes. And they are down 2 levels. That level 20 we talked about getting closer as... Oh, he drops by to safety and demands some pets.
My husband is dead.
And they're actually even going to just let Murky walk away here as they're trying to turn their attention up to the top objective. That will allow the bottom bruiser camp to be taken by Phoenix Rising Citrine. They have capped the top. Level 19 almost here. Citrine needs to really look aggressively for a fight in the next couple seconds if they're going to find it. But I think it's too late. Indeed it is. Level 20 has now kicked over, and Citrine just going to have to play back Soak 20 and try to not make the mistake. Rain positioning very aggressively there. Did not get punished for that. There's a big wave mid starting to push up, and this is some XP being lost here. XP that they can ill afford to lose. The Octo Grab onto Rain does get some healing coming in, but there is the Light Bomb, and that is Garrosh going down. And Bunker Funtime now with a big opportunity to look to get control of this game, get control of an objective, and possibly end through the middle. ETC stage dive top, and Samuro is here for the channel. So this will be a DK picked up. The 15-minute
Fire
DK.
comes for you.
Ooh, big chunk of damage there onto Murky, but no resets. Murky baiting out some attacks. He's gonna get popped here. Oh, but Sonya takes so much damage. Gets kicked away. Almost the save on that kick, but it does at least prevent her from helping to clear this DK, which now turns its attention towards bottom keep. They're not going to go core just yet, but they are trying to grab a second keep, or at least get the wall down. Garrosh grabs ETC. ETC, though, able to power slide through, as we didn't see that taunt off the flip. The DK is about to fall. Bottom keep has been saved, at least, as has the core. But still no level 20 here for Citrine. What are they going to do with this?
His strength was never yours to keep.
Siege Camp being bribed here by the Murloc. They are going to push in bot, see what they can do here. ETC steps up very aggressively to the gate. Gets pulled back over. Sylve just trucking out so much damage, as I forgot to turn Talents back on. Apologies. Interesting Desperate Prayer coming out from Varian. Haven't seen that one in a while. Meanwhile, both teams just poking back and forth. There's the Octo Grab. Oh, big power slide through with the Blade Storm. The sleep is at least maybe going to save Rain and Stoic. There's the big taunt. Can they get ETC? He does drop the towers, but so does Rain. Ming getting the kill onto Murky to get the resets. And they save this keep. Samuro being a very dangerous threat here. Managed to get the ETC kill. But that is effectively a 2-for-1. As Sonya getting grabbed by the Octo Grab. Great timing on that Octo Grab. Top camp once again taken. It's been capped 4 times this game. 3 of them by Bunker Funtime. Now, seeing a push down towards this bottom once again. Murky up in the top. Level 20 has finally ticked over for Citrine. But the question is, will they even get an opportunity to fight back now? Now down 2 keeps on this map. It's a very dangerous situation. Citrine's win condition, they're going to have to basically get a 5-man wipe. They're going to have to get the DK, and they're going to have to run it bot and end the game with it. And already you're seeing cap available here for the members of Bunker Funtime. Nobody got mid. And Murky grabs the cap uncontested. And now Rain's extremely low. Is going to get kicked to safety. But this DK is just setting its sights onto the core. And the standard refrain here, right-click the core in the dick till its shit don't work no more, is probably what is being called by the members of Bunker Funtime. ETC is going to get stunned. The damage is there. ETC does go down. Actually, this DK has fallen. The shield's only just now falling off. So they may have saved this core. But there, once again, ooh, but no, Lamort survives it. The Murloc does go down once again. Anduin is going to get popped here. And so they saved the core. In fact, they only lose 9%. Well, I said 9%. It's now 18. But 18, well, at 21. They only lose some percentage of the core's health. Some ever-climbing percentage. I think Citrine is playing an excellent game, dropping babies. I agree. Phoenix Rising Citrine is putting in work now to get back into this. They are going to look to try to push bottom. ETC back up in 7, though. Death timers, just as long as they are, sometimes they feel so short. And my goodness, Sylve, I mean, look at these stacks. 154? That is disgusting. That is 70... what is it? 77% bonus damage. Like, good lord. Meanwhile, Murky just continuing to harass back here. Stop the waves from pushing up. That's actually a good way to stop the push. Stage Dive did come in, but didn't really connect onto anything meaningful. Now Sonya's going to have to clean up this top lane to save top keep. Meanwhile, Murky just continuing to be annoying here. Is this going to is this going to generate a Murky ban? That's the question. Murky doing some damage to Sonya here. Sonya whirlwinding through it. There's the safety bubble. Now continues the chase. Sonya's actually blue shield there. There's the Octograb with the pufferfish. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom, 2 kills onto the members of Citrine. And it looks like Sonya may drop in the 1v1 to Murky. Samuro not going to respect the duel. Murky does go down with the help of Ming. And actually, Asmatrad heals right back to full. But that said, it is effectively 2 dead to none. They can't, if they can get this ETC kill, they maybe have a chance to keep this game going. Oh, but Ace is taking so much damage from Sylvanas, who bolted the storms over the wall to secure the kill. Sylv has played an absolutely stellar game. And now it is 2 against 5. The dragon has been channeled. And that is going to be a game number 3. As with the macro, does Bunker Funtime win this series over Phoenix Rising Citrine? Excuse me, win the map, I should say. And there it is. We got some spice, and the spice was well, it's pretty spicy, you gotta say. Pretty spicy spice indeed. That will be game number 2, heading over to the members of Bunker Funtime. There we go. So, a very macro-heavy game, but they played it well. You know, they played the macro exceptionally well, honestly. The Murky being very disruptive, and it just seemed like Phoenix Rising Citrine taking out an element. They're like, we want to fight, we want to push up. And it maybe made them overcommit in situations where they really didn't have an advantage. Just desperately trying to get a fight. Ultimately losing the game more by 1,000 paper cuts. There was no moment that Bunker Funtime just put their foot on the gas and made things happen. In fact, they didn't get a lot of value out of the DKs, all things considered. But ultimately, they win that game over that soak. Look at that Murky soak. Good lord. 33k. I mean, that's what? Level 16? Just from Murky alone? Samuro, also 21k. Just insane. Insane levels of soak. We're going to get set up for game number 2, so we'll be right back, everyone. Stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone. Next is Gaming Series. We are jumping into game number 3, and once again, picked by Phoenix Rising Citrine, it is going to be Volskaya. So after getting dominated on the macro in the last map, picking a map that functionally doesn't have any macro seems like a good idea. I mean, there's some macro here certainly, but it is much less important than the raw ability to just win team fights. See what happens here as we move into this map. The decider here, winner takes the series, gets those 2 points. Both these teams up near the top of the standings right now. Right now, Nexus Cats waiting to see what they can do. Right now, Zul'jin, Desiri, Nexus Cats haven't lost a map yet. Nexus Cats only at 6 points because they've played 2 and they got 2 2-0s. Right now, arguably those are the favorites in the division. But the winner of this series certainly going to have an opportunity to contest. Certainly going to have that opportunity. Just waiting for the ready here on the map. Music tonight, by the way, has been Mass Effect. Unfortunately, my field of kittens has gone bare. There is nary a kitten to be seen in the basement here at Shea Smiley's. We are out of kittens. Great kitten shortage of 2020. Will 2020 never end? First we had COVID and wildfires, and then we had a few minutes without my kittens in the basement. It's just awful. Waiting on Bunker Fun Time to be ready here before we jump into the match. Want to spotlight the Murky play, though, from Illumini Bree. Thought it was very, very strong in that last game. Obviously, I spotlighted Bones as well with really, really solid Sylvanas play. But here we go. All right, we're jumping in to the draft. Decider match now between Phoenix Rising Citrine and Bunker Fun Time. First pick over to BFT, and it's been all night. Citrine sticking with those map picks. BFT, what do they ban first? We've seen them ban an ETC. We've seen them ban a Chromie. They're going to stick with that Chromie ban. Reasonable on the map to do. What is the ban coming out from Phoenix Rising Citrine? We've seen Samuro in both games tonight. Samuro can be good on this map. I'm going to stick with that Dibbles ban. Not wanting to give up the Diablo to Bunker Fun Time. Would expect the Ana ban to come in as well. Big definitely pleading his case to play Ana in this game. We'll see if that falls on deaf ears. Next ban, going to be the Joanna. Joanna really feels like she's fallen off a bit. In the popularity, down to 64%, but only a 43% win rate this season through 2 weeks of NGS play. That's across all divisions. But yeah, really fallen off. Ana once again banned out, and you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's find out why that is the case. We're gonna take a look at Fig's stats here on that Ana. 2-1 on the hero, 81,711 average healing. That is an insanely high number for any healer, but especially for Ana.
Is worth fighting for.
We see the ETC, and there we finally see the Mei tonight. Pardon me. We finally get to see Mei. It's been banned out or just simply not picked in the earlier matches. Taking a look at those stats. Mei, half popularity, pretty much dead even on win rate, but a high KDA for a tank at 5. And there once again is the Anduin Sylvanas. And these are the same first 3 picks we saw from Bunker Funtime last time. The ETC, the Anduin, and the Sylvanas. In fact, the only new pick here is in fact the May. Do we see Samuro? Do we just see like we'll just take the same thing, Samuro Murky? Weaker on this map certainly, and there's the Samuro ban. Yeah, Diva and Gazlo are both pickable tonight, but we haven't seen either. Gazlo doesn't feel particularly strong right now. I know that he has like some killer combos post 20, but they're kind of harder to land. He has to step up pretty aggressively to do that. Diva, though, does feel fairly strong. Surprised we haven't seen it. Orphea gonna get banned out. Orphea incredibly strong on this map because of how brawly it gets. There's a big highlight last week from Thundercats, from Boogan's Forever, pulling off some pretty, or not Thundercats, excuse me, non-champion. Thundercats was the healer on Deckard, but Orphea doing some nasty stuff. 2 picks to come. What do we see? Li Ming, and there's the Yrel. First Yrel we've seen tonight. Yrel, though, a strong hero. But only a 47% win rate, 37% popularity. Ace once again on that Ming. Asmachad, 3rd different hero played tonight. 2 picks to come. Do we get some cheese? Do you smell some fondue? We get Murky. And we get Asmodan. So we've actually seen both of these heroes tonight, albeit in different games. But Bunker Funtime not afraid to bring the spice. Not at all. Taking a look at Asmo's stats, very low popularity rate, only a 2% this season. Didn't feel like it had the best impact in Game 1. This is very similar to Bunker Funtime's Game 1 comp. At least their damages is the same with the Sylvanas and the Asmodan. And there is a Raynor coming out from Stoic as the last pick, foregoing the Greymane, which was left available. I'm kind of surprised in some ways by that. Thought the Greymane actually was a big boon for them, but maybe wanting the Hyperion for the zoning. We'll see as we jump into game number 3 here. Winner, of course, taking the series as we get set up for this final match. You know, last game, that Murky was very, very annoying. This is a much smaller map. Murky's probably not going to be able to get away with as much, nearly. So we'll see as we move into the match what will indeed happen between these 2 teams in the final game. It is Bunker Funtime versus Phoenix Rising Citrine. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell Randy Gonzalez. We got a game 3. On the left side, Zednam's going to be on ATC. Bones once again, 3rd time in a row on Sylvanas. Fig is going to be on Anduin. Illumini Bree going to be on Murky for the 2nd time in a row. Batista 2nd time tonight on the Asmodan. It is Bunker Funtime. And on the right, Phoenix Rising Citrine. They looked dominant in Game 1. Got dominated Game 2, looking to recover to close out the series. Going to be Stoic on Raynor. Rain on May. Asmachad on Yrel. Lamort on the Deckard. And Ace on the Li Ming. Level 1 talents. Block Party going to be the choice into this Raynor. Once again, the Renew coming out from Anduin. Bribe from Murky. Asmodan sticking with that auto attack. And Dagger once again coming out. Dagger stacks once again coming out from Sylvanas. Felt very oppressive in the last game. Still immediately splitting the top. Gonna try to pressure out the Soak, but actually no minions denied, so no Soak lost. Deckard's gonna be the first to rotate top. Deckard did once again go into Sapphire. Keep an eye on that. Rain just trying to disrupt rotations. And then just gonna mosey on out of there. Little slip and slide. Kind of an interesting split right now from Bunker Funtime. They're going to throw a pufferfish into the middle of the enemy team, but it's just going to get cleaned up. Murky does get popped there. And are we getting the aggressive invade? Indeed, it looks like we are. Recognizing that they just simply have more damage, they have the better early game comp, they're just going to walk over and take this turret. Up in the top, Sylv going to say, all right, well, they're down there, let's push, let's get some damage. ETC going to slow down any rotation to get here. They will get this turret, which isn't too shabby. Question is, how much else will they get? Not really anything. May going in very aggressively, despite the rest of the team not being here. Murky does go down. Turret picked up. It is Lamort with the turret in hand. Good knockback on the power slide by Stoic. And Raynor does do that to ETC. Can be very annoying to P-slide in the direction of it. May trying to hold the point. ETC power sliding in. The cap has not come through yet. Ice Block doing a ton of healing, and Zednam's going to have to back up. Good Ruby placement. Murky tries to go in just to snipe the healing, but is going to get popped. And much better start here for Citrine in terms of getting control of the map, getting the 3 big camps. We did see some turrets drop there, so their turrets is going to be down for the next objective. Murky just, I guess, trying to be annoying, maybe look to snipe the well with some pufferfish. They're just gonna throw pufferfish onto the treadmill.
Prepare to begin field testing.
Is that what's gonna happen here? Okay, they're just soaking back here behind this. Pretty aggressive, cheeky plays. Kind of fun to watch though, not gonna lie.
Terminal online. Take control of it to
There we go. So initial channel progress heading over to Citrine. Camps are up in the top, but it looks like Bunker Funtime's camp will get the advantage. That said, they are down about a level, and with Leeming up here, this should be 7 picked up. May doing a good thing, just holding on to this point as long as Rain safely can. Popping the ice block just to avoid the worst of that damage. And now the camp uncontested in the top, albeit only 2 Reapers left. But gonna push up now and maybe look to punish ETC if he stays on. Are they gonna be able to knock ETC off the point? ETC down to about half health. May slides through. There's the power slide. Ooh, Bone so low, and Li Ming and Raynor get the finish. Now Asmachad going in, trying to get some damage out. Murky holding the point as long as they can. But that will be the Murloc dropping. And with the level 7 in hand, this should belong to Phoenix Rising Citrine. In fact, once again, another turret invade. They've been very aggressive going for these toys on the map. Oh, but the healing totem was dropped. Oh, Murky almost able to actually steal that as Rain was holding the turret, or was holding the healing totem, went to pick up the turret and was like, oh, fuck. Murky not able to grab the tool. Obviously just trying to play it cheeky. But now the point is neutral for the time being. ETC does have to back off. Does step back on, but not before channel progress resumes for Phoenix Rising Citrine. They have about a level lead here. There is a big wave top pushing that they are going to miss. Could do some damage with that Asmodan General. The stun coming out from Rain. Murky just trying to be cheeky in the back. Dunk comes out. Murky goes down. Ice block used. May using that ice block very well, and actually they find Sylvanas in the back, and now it's going to be ETC falling, and Phoenix Rising Citrine finds themselves yet another couple of kills, and that will enable them to push up this objective very aggressively with the Sylvanas and the ETC down. Mid-wall not going to be finished. They are going to turn their attention to the top. They don't have a minion wave at the moment. Raynor going to work on trying to help with that. ETC and Sylvanas are back up. Sylv up here, ETC rotating. Sylv gonna get some stacks off of this protector. It is taking quite a bit of damage. The well, however, has gone down, which of course is the goal. Oh, ETC stunned against the wall. Can they get the blow up? ETC able to power slide out of there, but there's the Hyperion helping to do so much damage to this fort. It is low, but it is still standing. In addition to Hyperion, you got Ardent Defender, Avalanche, Stay a While and Listen. and the wave of force coming out from Ming. Certainly going to dissuade ETC from picking Mosh Pit. Meanwhile, Murky continuing to double soak, trying to catch up XP for their team. But still no level 10 here. Couple of healing camps in their possession now.
Slain.
On the side of Phoenix Rising Citrine. This Urel just not really tolerating any of Murky's nonsense. Murky, of course, does respawn with the egg. Silva is at least going to grab the turret for the time being. There's the Octo grab onto Urel, but no real menace to that ultimate. Asmachad is starting to walk away. Going to jump on out of there. Just not want to worry about any engage. Citrine going to be able to grab their camp, push it up. Urel getting engaged on. Has Ardent Defender, however. Oh, went back in. May not have been the right choice. Ardent Defender does come out looking for Life Bomb. There is the solo Mosh, and with the 4-man Avalanche still not able to peel Urel out. I think that was just a little bit of a misplay, going back in like that. Maybe not recognizing that the members of Bunker Funtime were indeed so close. Perhaps a little bit of cockiness to that play. It happens sometimes when you get an early lead in these games. May going in, tries to set up, has the ice block down. They're getting some damage onto Urel, who does fall asleep, is going to get rooted, has almost no mana, so may not even be able to get out if the ability is up, and down goes Sylvanas. Does drop the turret before doing so. That is another kill in favor of Citrine. Minute on the turret camp. Minute 45. 50 seconds. Nothing really to do right now except push. And push they shall. 13's in hand for Citrine. Hyperion still being held. No, excuse me. Hyperion was used. There we go. So, 9. Here comes the rotation down, but a good time for Citrine to walk away. Murky thinking about the dismounts. Still just hanging around mid. Pufferfish, though, getting cleaned up. No real menace to that. Urel already on the point channeling. Big push bottom with the Sylve, trying to at least get a fort to equalize. Get maybe an advantage in this bot lane. Here comes a big flank, but Deckard is not here with the rest of the members of Citrine. So this is a 3v4 at the moment. Sylve taking a lot of shots from this tower. Can they get onto her? They do. Sylve goes down. Now here comes Deckard looking for the big root into the sleep. No, gets booped out of it. Murky does go down as the sacrificial lamb. Meanwhile, Urel has been channeling this top, but the fort has indeed been taken. 71% and counting. Turret going to be grabbed here by Citrine. Here comes the push. They're looking for Urel. Jazz Ardent Defender, she needs it, but she does not. Wisely holds the trigger. Now the counter push coming here in the bot, saying, look, we have 97% progress. We're not in any hurry. We can rotate up whenever we want. We'll see if we're getting some counter push, but not really much here in the top. Here now comes the rotations. 43% and counting, so they're going to have to start thinking about moving onto this point pretty quick. They do have 2 healing totems available and 2 turrets. A lot of weapons in their arsenal. It's about getting that good engage now. Ooh, ETC power slides in. Thinks about the Mosh. Does not pull the trigger on it. Murky in the back trying to be disruptive. Deckard Root buying some space. Murky has gone down. Now has the healing totem in hand. May need to think about dropping it as damage really starting to come out. There's the solo Mosh. Sleep comes out. ETC is low, and ETC is going to get popped off there. They still have 2 turrets and the healing totem in hand. Lamort has taken a lot of damage, but still holds on to it. Good discipline there. or perhaps forgetting they had the tool. In either case, this will be the second Triglav Protector heading over to the members of Phoenix Rising Citrine. Bunker Funtime at least going to try to soften up this middle. Of course, the top siege camp was taken. Did some damage to this tower, so Murky just continuing to focus on the aspect of being annoying. Triglav Protector has been picked up. Now Ming solo in it while the rest of the team goes ahead and grabs yet another healing totem. Murky, though, has a pretty big wave pushing here. And if nobody comes back to deal with it, it is a threat. Here comes the push onto bot. 4v4 at the moment. Yrel has come down to clear up this camp. They have the Triglav Protector in hand. Definitely gives them a lot more siege pressure, but it also makes it where ETC could maybe get a big engage. A lot of damage, though, coming out. There's the big avalanche. Collects 3. That's definitely going to buy them a lot of space. If they're going to go for this, though, I think they need to start thinking about dropping their tools. There comes the big power slide light bomb. Knockback, though, from the Mei. And they're going to be able to walk out of this. They did not find the keep. They also haven't completely gotten away yet. Keep an eye on those Asmo stacks, currently at 263. Minute on the turret on the right side of the map. Turret on the left is currently available. ETC power slides in, is going to throw the Mosh out, only catches Mei, immediately interrupted. Now Mei trying to set up a re-engage here. Li Ming is going to get a reset off this. Can they find any kind of damage? Not really. Like kind of that opportunity with the resets. Not really able to do much. What are they going to try to do now? Looking like they're just soaking, getting some poke damage onto this fort, but seems like the emphasis on them now is the race to 20. Murky clearing the top, looking to be disruptive. Yrel, meanwhile, stuck cleaning bot. Top camp is taken, making sure Murky can't bribe that. Asmo taking top left. Murky just gonna harass Mei a bit. And then just safety bubble on out. And then go back in. Ooh, and actually Rain taking quite a bit of damage. ETC thinking about helping, but sees quite a few members of Phoenix Rising Citrine, decides against it. Asmo, though, is absolutely stacking now. Able to really take out a big chunk of these waves by himself. That's going to help. See Murky possibly focus less on killing minions now and more on just harassing and scouting in order to allow Asmodan to try to finish those stacks. 75% of the way there. Really wants that big 400 before they hit 20. And here comes a big push top, though. No, actually, their camp has been taken out. Asmo up to 323, so 80% of the way there. Yrel and Murky just continue their endless 1v1. 4v4 battle, potentially, for this healing camp. Turrets have not been dropped. Big Wailing Arrow into the back, and Syl finds Li Ming. And now Avalanche trying to push ETC off the point. They do, but there's nobody to pick up that healing totem, as Rain already had a healing totem in hand. Now tries to go in onto Decker. Decker drops the healing totem, but a big damage coming out from Sylvanas onto Stoic. Stoic in a lot of trouble, but Yrel managing to find that kill. Can they turn this around now with that first death? They do find the Murky for what that is worth. But an opportunity now for Citrine with 20, with Sylvanas down. Are they going to get aggressive? Are they going to look to push? See the upgraded Avalanche coming out. You see Seraphim coming out. Endless Gems coming out. Or is that Perfect Gems? Excuse me. It's, yeah. Rainer, of course, taking the auto attack upgrade. Rave of Force upgrade from Ming. Asmo Chad going to get engaged on. Not really a lot of menace to this. Unstoppable used by Yrel. Did boop her out of her jump. But Yrel is not known for being easy to kill. Although that said, she has taken a lot of damage from Murky here. Does dodge that root. Asmachad actually did look a bit in trouble there for a bit. Mid fort is going to go down. Only May defending, and she can't really do much. Asmo 377.
Has destroyed the fort.
If you can get that 400, their defense is going to be pretty good. But that said, currently it's looking like they are going to have to defend. Level 20 almost here. 381. They don't have it yet. It will tick over soon. Are they going to snap pick the 20s? ETC selling out for the defense. Bit of an awkward power slide. Not really able to engage off that. 99-0. Pretty passive play right now from Citrine. Level 20 has come in. There's the Octo Grab with the Light Bomb, but immediately gets blown up by the Li Ming. And now the 4v5. Rain is low. Pops the Ice Block, though. It's going to be okay. Big Sleepy Time. Catches out ETC. Oh, but ETC blows the Solo Mosh, but doesn't actually get it as people got a Ardent Defender on the back as Asmodan gets rooted. Urel on the chase, gets the Anduin with the help of Li Ming, and now are they going to turn their attention to Asmo? Ace tried to do that, a little bit off on the repulsion, but still, and they get the finish! Yes, they do. And this should be Phoenix Rising Citrine just on a victory lap at this point. Just run it down, take this keep quick. ETC down for another 30. Sylvanas is a threat, absolutely. You can't relax too much, but you just want to burn the objectives as fast as you can, and then right-click the core in the dick till it shit don't work no more. That's how you play this. Core shields falling. They are down. ETC up in 12. Bunker Fun Time's going to save this series. Going to require Bones to pop off right about now. But even if they do, it's too little too late. And Phoenix Rising Citrine comes back, takes the series. Congratulations to them on the win, as they continue to put together a pretty impressive resume here. Now 3-0 on the match record. Yes, they have dropped some maps. They've dropped to House of Shez. They've dropped the map, obviously, tonight to Bunker Fun Time. But a pretty impressive resume all the same. 3 match wins, 9 points towards playoffs. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Well, we're going to see if we can put together a interview for you guys. So stick around for that, and we'll be right back. All right, everyone, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. DB Smiley here after a great 3-game series between Phoenix Rising Citrine and Bunker Funtime. And I am joined by the winners of that match. Phoenix Rising Citrine winning map 3 on Volskaya Foundry. Rain, I'm joined by Rain, the Tangan captain, and Lamort, the healer. Rain, how you feeling after that match?
Relieved. We got real stress after game 2 when we realized that if we couldn't grab a hold of them, they were better at macro than we were. So we needed to just really get a hold of them, and we were able to do it, thankfully. But there was some real risk that if we couldn't force those fights, it was going to be an uphill battle for game 3, and it was tough.
Yeah, definitely that macro game too is something we'll talk about. Obviously, though, you guys still finding yourself in a pretty good position, all told, right now. I believe 3-0 in matches, though I think they've been 2-2-1s. And obviously we're not counting the forfeit there, but by Witch Rhythm. Rain, how do you guys what do you guys attribute this early season success to?
We've been playing together since March-ish. And Lamort, Ace, and I have been playing together since maybe February. And Stoic and Chad started together on their own team. So what we really did is stitch 2 groups that already had synergy into one, and then we played Heroes Lounge all summer. So we had tons of competitive experience. So I think it's really the amount of time that we put in, and we practice like 6 to 9 hours a week. So it's really the work that we're putting in.
Yeah. And you guys chose map pick all 3 times tonight. Lamort, I haven't heard from you yet. What?
Yep.
A lot of teams preferring first pick right now. Why are you guys focusing on map pick? Well, obviously you lost the toss game 1, but
Yeah, for sure. I think that we have a very broad hero pool as a team. I know that their healer plays Ana. We do as well. They play Deckard. We do as well. We're just not really worried about getting banned out of our roles because we know that we can fill any position that we need. So we're looking to play on maps that we're more comfortable on, maps that we've practiced. So we really don't mind giving up first pick with how we feel about our hero pool.
There are even some maps like Braxis and Dragonshire where we want to be second pick as well.
yeah, understandable. Although, admittedly, and we'll talk about it in a second. That one Dragonshire game didn't go great. But walk through Braxis first. So Braxis holdout. You guys go to that map and pretty well control it most of the way throughout. Certainly won the early game big, getting 2 100-0 Zerg waves to start. What was the source of that early success?
We got to be put onto a bunch of heroes that we were very comfortable with, and our team, I feel, excels at brawling and team fights. Has always been my specialty, shot calling team fights, where macro I can lag a few seconds or make some mistakes, but in that brawling map, and then also Chad just dominating top lane is really the main reason there. Like, we held our own bottom, but really, I mean, if you look back at the replay, they never had top point.
Now, to that end, you had map pick after map 1, Bunker Funtime choosing first pick. You guys went to Dragonshire. Was that just confidence in how the solo lane went, or what was the justification for that map when you just mentioned a bit ago you're more comfortable calling team fights than macro? Dragonshire tends to be more a macro map. What was the justification for that?
Yeah,
What
for
you want
sure.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're always confident in Chad to be able to beat anyone out in the solo lane. So we're confident in to go in and Dragonshire so that he can win that matchup.
And obviously, it didn't really work out for you on that map. You guys kind of death by 1,000 paper cuts in a lot of ways in the macro on that map.
Yeah, they decided they didn't want to team fight that game, and that didn't work so well because we really wanted to team fight. And so they just ran us around the map, and while I'm desperately trying to get hold of that Sylvanas who's just inching out of my grasp, and yeah, I try and get close to the Ondu, and there's a root in my face, and very frustrating.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that
for
certainly...
sure.
Oh, go ahead, Lamar.
Yeah, for sure. And they whipped out something we haven't really practiced against. and we weren't really quite ready for macro wise. But we were able to figure it out for game 3,
Mhm.
and just make the right calls.
Right.
Like Rain said, we weren't really able to find like the right fight.
Mhm.
But I mean, we're grateful for that game too, because now it's something that we can't really be beaten at again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, talking a bit about you talked about the frustration of that game, and I think everyone kind of gathered that that certainly would be a frustrating game to be on the receiving side of. How do you regroup after a loss like that against that macro kind of death by a thousand paper cut style can feel very frustrating. How do you regroup? How do you kind of gather and not like tilt?
We settle. We focus on things we did well, and then focus on what sort of game plan they had, and really take a minute or two and analyze why it went wrong. And so we said it was the macro. And so why didn't we win? We had the plan to win the team fights. Why didn't the team fights happen? We couldn't force them. Why couldn't we force them? Well, we were fighting over neutral objectives as opposed to like forcing the other side of the map and saying we're going to get something we shouldn't be allowed to have unless you fight us, and using their fear of fighting us to our advantage. And so that's how we turned it around. Game 3, you see that at 1 minute we invade their turret, which is not something I would normally do.
Mhm.
But we just wanted to fight them so badly that we just forced onto their side of the map at any opportunity when it was even, or even the slightest advantage to us. We just forced something.
And obviously that game going pretty well your way, winning all three protectors ultimately game with number 3. So with that, you get the 2-1 victory. And first, congratulations, and second, who wants to lead shoutouts?
Go
Go for
for
it,
it, Rain.
Lamar.
Um, shout outs to, well, you, Smiley, for casting our games. I'm
Thank
personally
you.
very grateful. I like to go back and watch them. I probably will here in a second. Second, to all the people watching. Third, just to my teammates, and their ability to not tilt after that second game, the ability to refocus.
All
Yeah.
right. Anything to add, Rain? Or
My wife is supportive and amazing.
all right. Well, there we go. Well, with that, thank you both for letting me cast. I'll see you again Wednesday, I believe.
But looking
With
forward to it.
Zul'jin Distillery. Absolutely massive match here early on in C East. And with that, thank you all for watching. This has been a fun best of 3 series. Nothing to add for now. This is not a double header night for yours truly. So we're gonna see who we can kick it to. Looks like that game ended, but this game just underway. So we're gonna kick you over to the Nexus Gaming Series channel for some Storm Division action.